Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast presents The Raw Deal. It's me, your boy. I'm just a hawk because my ass lost big
Yeah,
time. No, I lost big time, folks. When
yeah,
I
he's super
say
long.
when I say I super lost, no, it's so bad. I can honestly say out of all the matches that we predicted where there was a chance for somebody to take the lead or anything like that, I got one correct out of fucking three pay-per-views. TNA and Bash, I went 0 for everything. NXT, I got one right, and the only reason I got that one right was because Mike decided to make a fucking change at the last minute. That's the only reason why I got that goddamn one right. I trust me, folks. When it comes to picking for this week's pay per view for All In, I am going fucking first.
He is
Ain't
super
no
going.
if. I am super going. I might even have to make the card up myself. That's how much first I am going fucking first. All right, hey Kanisha, what's going on? Um, our new champion, Matt did have it.
I did bring the OTC
Matt
premonition.
did have it.
I made that happen. I couldn't fulfill it to bring it here to you on Monday, but we'll have a chance to get it back. I'm just back to two belt Maddie.
Reggie, I don't want to hear shit from you because you retained.
Yeah,
You're still
apparently.
champ. You retained due to tiebreakers according to Mongo's calculations. So shut the hell up.
Like,
All right.
unfortunately, I lost, but honestly, it was better for the pod that I did lose. You don't want three belt. You don't want me to just have control of everything. You don't want
Listen,
that.
that's all right. That's all right. I can take the week off. I'm taking the week off. I'll get it back this week. I'm not stressing shit.
But
I'm not
Tito's
stressing
punk
shit.
ass won it back off of me last night.
All right, yeah. Tito's the fucking champ and Reggie's the champ. So this goes out to Tito and Reggie. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Greg. Tell this motherfucker Tito to count his motherfucking days.
All right.
Oh yeah, Kanisha, you lost too. Listen, we ain't even. You know what?
That's
Let's
TNA. TNA always gonna shock us. Nothing shocks me when it's TNA by
right.
TNA, but
First of all,
I like doing stuff just for the sake of it.
TNA decided to add like seven different goddamn matches to the goddamn card at the last goddamn minute. Sh- Oh, matter of fact, let's pull this card up and go over this shit really fucking quick since they wanted to add matchups. This shit that I fucking lost on. All right.
Yeah, because you started off
Oh,
losing your, but you lost your belt real quick on
I lost my
Friday.
I lost my belt the first fucking match. Frankie fucking Kazarian defeated Kushida. That's when I lost my fucking belt right fucking there. The first fucking match, I lost my fucking belt. So that's when I lost my belt right there. Next matchup that they decided to throw in on our asses that we didn't even make a prediction for. PCO defeated Shira. It was originally supposed to be Matt Cardona, but Matt Cardona says that he still wasn't cleared by the doctor, so he got Shira to do it, and Shira got spanked
Right.
by PCO. Then we have what probably I'm gonna be honest with you. This ultimate because I watched this match. This Ultimate X match had a lot of highs and lows, and it wasn't one of the best Ultimate X matches that we've seen. However, there were people who stood out in this match, like my man Miles Riley from Chase U. He really stood the fuck out in this match. At one point, he was on the Ultimate X ring, and he was reaching for the belt, and he saw everybody below him. Your man let go of the rope and did like a shooting star press from the damn Ultimate X rope onto
Oh
him.
damn.
Yeah, Miles Riley showed the hell out. I'm not going. I'm not going. I mean, Riley Osborne showed the hell out. I'm not even going to lie on that. He really did.
What? What you get banned for?
What you get banned for?
Ooh.
Ha! You got a 2 day
Uh-uh.
ban on Thursday. Well, your 2 day ban is over, so you good,
Right. It was the
right?
weekend.
You know we wasn't having no show, so we good,
You
right?
ain't missed nothing.
Right. If how the hell did you get banned? If we'd have banned your ass a long time ago if we'd have known how to do that.
Nah, I ain't gonna ban you like that. She ain't did me wrong. That be Kenny and Greg going after you. It could be me.
Hey, I'll go after you. Daddy just don't know, Daddy just talk shit. I talk shit back. That's all right. It's love. It's all love. Don't worry. It's all love. This Ultimate X match was crazy. Like I said, Jason Hodge did his thing as well too. Jason Hodge really showed the hell out as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I was shocked that Speedball lost, but I mean the winner was it was a good that was a good swerve. I'll take that.
it
Swerving us
damn sure
points.
It damn sure was because the winner of the Ultimate X match and your new Ultimate X Division champion is Zachary Wench. And then we had the match of the Spider Man memes. We had Steve Macklin defeated Eric Young. At the end of the match, these two gave each other a show of respect. So I'm wondering if that's going to lead to something later on because it literally was like watching the same person wrestle the same person in that
I
match.
got so lucky picking. Like if you pick Steve Macklin, honestly, you just got lucky because that match really could have went either way.
It like I said, I watched this and it literally looked like the same person was wrestling the same person. I was like, well, damn, this is very odd. They have almost the exact same move set. This is
Right.
gonna be an interesting goddamn matchup. Um, next, Jordan Grace and Spitfire defeated Ash by Elegance and the Swallowers and the Militia. Alicia
Yeah.
Edwards and Masha Slamovich. That's also where I lost my fucking belt too. Right there.
Apparently, Alicia Edwards took like a bad spot in that match, or like she got really roughed up or something. Because I kept seeing people talk about that on Twitter.
Yeah, she took a hard low fall, but the thing about it is Alicia Edwards is only like 6 pounds 4 ounces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all spots are gonna look bad, and all spots are probably gonna be bad when she does fall. It's Alicia Edwards wrestling is the same way it looks when Kyrie Sane and Liv Morgan wrestle because they're so little that when they it does look like they when they do get hurt, it looks like it's an extreme because of how little they are. But
Hmm.
she caught a little bump, but it's part of wrestling. She'll be all right. Um, Another matchup that they decided to throw in on us that we didn't pick on. ABC, Ace Bay, Ace Austin, and Chris Bay defeated First Class. First Class consisted of AJ Francis, aka Top Dollar, and a gentleman that I have seen multiple times at House of Glory, Casey Navarro. Now, Casey Navarro, I'm going to be honest with you, is an up and coming wrestler that whatever promotion does decide to fully sign him on full
Hmm.
time, he's going to be a great mid card guy that you can eventually put the belt on when you're going through a transition. Like, we have mid card champions who are really good, and then we have mid card champions that are really good, but then you can put the world championship belt on them when you like in a loss for what you really want to do with your world
Hmm.
title scene. But be like, you know what, we got a guy that we can put the belt on that'll hold it over until we figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's what Casey Navarro is. Casey Navarro is really like whatever company he's in, he can definitely take over that mid card scene for them and be that guy that they go, you know what? We got to figure out what the hell to do with this world title division. Put the belt on KC, let him hold it for a minute until we figure it out. So be on the lookout for him. He's not gonna be hard to miss because your man is pink, hot, electric pink hair, hot electric pink outfit, everything. Your man plays no games about his hot pink.
Yeah, I was shocked they still put this. This is the match that was originally supposed to be AJ Francis and Rich Homie Swan. You
Yeah.
know what happened with him? He's in rehab, so we assumed the match would not be happening, so they decided to just throw it back up there and put Navarro in it. So, hey,
Yes. That I will say this. Your man AJ Francis hit Chris Babe with a goddamn choke slam. And I said, now if you'd have did this shit in WWE, they might have kept your ass.
that was his little Psycho Sid tribute, probably.
They might have kept your ass if you did this shit in
Like you
WWE.
said, it's crazy how when they're in WWE they don't let them do certain moves, and then they get outside of WWE, and it's like, man, you can actually wrestle.
It's funny you say that because recently um at an Indies event, Mustafa Ali had a match with Hakeem, aka Reggie for
Right.
WWE. And afterwards, he cut a promo saying, I watched them have you as like a valet, a bellboy from this person and that person, not knowing exactly what the fuck you can do. I'm glad you're out here showing the world exactly what you can do. Because apparently, on the indie scene, your man Reggie is getting busy.
He been showing out like it's a clip I saw. This dude like did a complete backflip just dodging a clothesline. Like it was a whole him and the dude was going back and forth on the ropes, and he stopped what he was doing, just did a backflip to avoid the clothesline. Everybody was just like, "What?
You know,
How'd you do that?"
but you know what though? We always said we knew Reggie was athletic because he was a former acrobat.
Right.
So we always knew he was athletic. We just didn't know exactly the extent of his athleticism and what he could do and what they were going to allow him to do. But apparently on the indie scene, he's really doing his thing. You know what I
What up,
mean?
Tito?
What up, Tito? Yeah, she got banned. We don't know what she did, but she did it.
She already served her suspension. It was the weekend, so she ain't
Right.
know. We ain't know.
Yeah, we ain't nobody know she got banned, so we all good.
Right.
Look, that's like getting in school suspension on when school is closed. Ain't nobody know about that shit. Don't nobody
Right.
care. So next we had the system. Moose, Brian Myers, and what you call it, JDC and Eddie Edwards defeated Joe Hendry, Mike Santana, and the Hardys. I was very, very surprised at this win, especially considering what happened Sunday with another person in this matchup in another
Right.
promotion. I was extremely weirded out the fact that the system actually won. They are really
Yeah.
going all in on the system. I don't know if it's because do they not feel they have anybody else that can deal with that group or something like that? Like, are they really a super group like that? Like, oh, look at this. Even this motherfuckers.
It's an AEW pay per view, so we are all shit out of luck.
Beyond shit out of
And
luck.
then we got to deal with Mongo's
What's
tiebreaker.
going on? We are beyond shit out of luck. And finally, in the main event, Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Time, baby, defeated Josh Alexander 3-2. First fall, Nick Nemeth got a pinfall. Second, Nick Nemeth caught a pinfall. Then Josh Alexander. Then Josh Alexander with a pinfall, and finally Nick Nemeth with the final pinfall. 60-minute Iron match. Match went all the way to 59 minutes and 49 seconds.
Woo!
That's when the final pinfall was scored. So Dolph just barely won, baby. and he did it with a C4 spike. Josh's move. That's some kiss my ass right there. That's some
Right.
real kiss my ass right there. Overall, if you, I'm pretty sure me, Mongo, and I think maybe Mike watched this pay per view because I know Matt was out doing his thing or whatever. Tito was out doing his thing. Um, Overall, I'll give this pay per view a C plus. It wasn't one of their best ones, but it wasn't
Right.
one of their worst ones. So I give it a hard C plus.
Like seeing the results, I was like, okay, I'm kind of glad that I didn't go to this. Like as soon as I saw Speedball loss, I said, yeah, I'm really glad I didn't go because
Oh, I'd
like
have threw a fucking fit if I'd have went.
yeah.
I'd have threw a fucking fit.
Oh,
I ain't got nothing to say with that. Next up on the pay per view melee, that another fucking pay per view that I did not predict right.
so Mike won. This is the pay per view. Mike
Like,
won the TNA pay per view. I came in second. I'm like, oh damn it, that's all right. And I was all I said was I didn't say nothing after that because I already knew what was gonna happen at Bash. I said, oh, I know what's gonna happen.
man, listen. First and foremost,
And then Kenny's losing streak continues.
continued, fucking continued. Cody Rhodes, of course, Cody Rhodes and KO opened up the show with a really great 23-minute match. Cody Rhodes, of course, defeated Kevin Owens, and of course, they walked out hand in hand on best friendship.
I appreciate them for doing that whole 23 minutes because I was getting my hair cut. I was trying to get pretty. So when I got home, I was showing up. Basically, I missed all that. And then when I saw they walked out like that, I said, "Oh, I really didn't miss nothing."
Right. They pretty much walked down hand in hand, and it was like, yo, we still cool. Which was wild because it's like, yo, KO never fucking does that. Like, what the hell is this shit?
Right,
Like we, all right, like face KO is always is good. Heel KO is great, but you can't have him too much of a face where he has a big
right.
button. Like KO
The
turns
body,
on people. Right. KO turns on people. Like let's be realistic, bro. Like come on.
like Cody has
Um
this effect on people. No, he don't.
KO is just like, hey, I'm just happy to be here. Next up, in a complete shocker, at least to me, I'm not gonna lie. Bianca and Jade once again are the tag team champions as they defeated the Unholy Union.
This was
Granted,
a really good match.
it was. It was a really, really, really good match. Now, don't get me wrong. You know I love me some Black Girl Magic. You know I love me
Right.
some Jade. You know I love me some Bianca. I don't think this was the right move considering the fact of what we said on numerous occasions, how much of a powerhouse juggernaut team that is. Like now I feel like you have once again put that division on standstill with them being champions. Because
Like
you really don't have anybody to beat them.
like that was honestly the worst time for them to like showcase the unholy union. Be like, oh yeah, they're a formidable tag team. It's like, oh, now you want us to take them seriously when they
Right.
lose.
Right. As they're losing, you want us to be like, oh no, they're really actually a good team. No, how about you just did that leading up to them winning the fucking belt? So that way we wouldn't have the problem with them losing it again. Back to Jade and Bianca or whatever the case may be. Because they didn't do that, it makes this division, like I said, be on standstill because we've always said, like, who's gonna beat them? Who? You're gonna the only team that can beat them is the Terror Twins.
Yeah, that's what I said in the chat. I said that's literally because that's the paper. When I saw that match, I said in the chat, That's the only team that can beat Jade and Bianca. And I'm pretty sure we ain't about to have no intergender. We ain't
Right.
about to have Damian Priest hit the South of Heaven on Jade. So sorry. I don't know what they're gonna do. I was honestly shocked with the result. Like I was happy to see it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, now we're back to just like what we said before. Who's about to beat them? Now to Batty, I kept seeing shit about how they ain't got no black folks in WWE pay-per-views. But like, what are Jade and Bianca? See, they just try. That's just people. That's just them hating because Jade and Bianca is honestly everything. Like for black people, like that's enough. And then honestly, if you watch NXT, that's mostly black people. So those people just look.
I was getting ready to say that too. Like, there's been a lot of narrative going around. Oh, Triple H is racist. This and this and this and that. If Triple H was racist, do you really think as many black superstars which are being highlighted between main roster and NXT would have the shine that they have? The biggest stars in NXT right now are black. Oba fucking Femi and Trick fucking Williams.
Right.
Like, come on. Some of the biggest
You got
stars.
Mello, Jade, and Bianca on Friday nights.
You got
I mean,
fuck
those three alone carry SmackDown when it's not the Bloodline show. And you
right
still got the
New Day.
Street Profits.
Right, like they gotta stop with this whole Triple H don't like black people shit. No, 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 no. You gotta realize something. Literally, almost all the black people that are in WWE now were just in NXT. He ain't gonna put the belt on them right this second. They gotta build themselves up a little bit.
And it's just like when people complain about that, it's just like they do in regular soap operas. Stories cycle. And when people like, yeah, and just to Kenny's point, just like he just said, yeah, they were the man in NXT. Yeah, Carmelo was the man in NXT, but he's on SmackDown now. He still is a little bit of what he was in NXT, but he's in that lower mid card scene trying to get
Right.
into the upper mid card scene so he can challenge an LA Knight. The fact that's basically that's where he landed at, considering how important he was in NXT. He landed in the lower mid card. Same for Braun. Braun wasn't doing nothing for the longest. All he was doing was complaining, asking, why wasn't I in the King of the Ring? Why wasn't I in the King of the Ring? All right, I'm going to just keep killing folks until y'all tell me why I wasn't in the King of the Ring. And then guess what? Boom. Now he Intercontinental Champion. Hey, I'm going to make him black because look, he basically my color right now. So, yeah. Braun
And on top of that, you got to remember, Braun Breaker was down in NXT a lot longer than what he should have been.
That dude was sitting down
They
there.
left him.
He
They
was
left him down there like
Tony D.
right. They left him down there like fucking Finn. They was like, yeah, okay, but your ass is gonna stay down here and get super seasoned. They left so now they left Braun down there so long that him on the main roster was a complete perfect mesh. Like there was no awkward point. No awkward point. They
Right.
were like, NXT, you were a monster, and we build you up, built you up, built you up, built you up, built you up as this monster, and we're gonna keep you going with this monster. So they can't. It's getting kind of boring with the whole trips don't like black people. Okay, 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 whatever.
This is the most diversified
This is the most diversified I've ever seen
ever.
WWE. I am 43 fucking years old. I am older than WrestleMania. This is the most diversified I have ever seen WWE in my 43 fucking year life. Okay?
Like if you think
So,
about it, we had we've had a Puerto Rican world champion who was our first Puerto Rican world champion, basically since the company was started, and Pedro Morales. You had then you get to Gunther, who he's our first European champion, basically ever. So I mean,
Matt,
damn.
I'll make it even easier for people to understand. Like I said, I am 43 years old. When I first started watching WWE, the black wrestlers were Coco Beware, Junkyard Dog, and and Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Kamala. Those were the three black wrestlers on my television until possibly mid to late 90s when
Basically,
Ron
until Ron
Simmons
Simmons showed up.
until Ron Simmons and fucking Booker T and Stevie Ray and them showed up in WCW. That's when I saw four more black people, those guys, because it was Ron Simmons, Butch Reed, because they were Doom, and Harlem Heat. So now we had a total of what? Seven black people. And then later on, when Ron Simmons came over to WWE and created the Nation of Domination, oh shit, we got D-Lo. We got a nigga on TV now. So that goes to show you the how far it has come. So please don't do that, folks. Just fucking enjoy wrestling and stop throwing fucking racism in every goddamn thing, unless it's completely blatant. Just enjoy fucking wrestling. Next up, in a strap match, hey yo,
Straps. Get the strap.
CM Punk defeated Drew McIntyre.
He sure did. Got his bracelet back and all. But guess
I was
what?
getting. He
It
kissed Drew
ain't
McIntyre's
over.
nuts.
And it was touching that man's nuts and he kissed it. But guess what?
Yeah.
Even after all that, they're going to have bad blood. They're going to go to bad blood.
Oh, they
Even
ain't
though
got no
this feud
choice.
could be over.
They ain't got no choice because now it's tied up.
Right. This is the 5th
One.
and final match. And if they really want to, Trips, if you hear me, it's 4
You
to
already
6
know what to
people.
do. Hell in a
Trips.
cell, baby.
Not even that. Dust off a good old better one. Let's bring back 3 stages of hell. Since they want to have bad blood and let them make the final stage hell in a cell. Let's bring back 3 stages of hell.
Let's bring back the Punjabi prison match, bitches. Let's bring it back, baby. Punjabi prison matches. Let's bring it back, baby. Oh yeah. Listen, seriously, NXT literally is full of people of color, so they just gotta stop. They really just gotta stop. But CM Punk got his revenge. He defeated Drew McIntyre in a really good ass match. CM Punk looked a lot better than what he did his previous matches. You can tell he actually got his conditioning back, like
Yeah,
his
he's
actual
actually in shape.
stamina. He can breathe during the match now. You know what I mean? Which was cool. I'm not gonna. One of my biggest beefs and issues that I've always said with hardcore CM Punk fans is you guys can't even name me a damn match to go back and watch besides the one with him and John Cena. That was always one of my biggest comments that I used to say. And I will say this. Lately, the past couple of matches have been pretty good. Where I can say, if you want to see a good CM Punk match, go watch him and Drew McIntyre in a strap match. That's coming. That's saying a lot for me about Phil.
That's honestly why I'm glad Seth Rollins just went back home and just decided to sit back down and heal up because it's no point in rushing yourself back to be looking like be a 50% Seth Rollins versus a 100% CM Punk. Like then you're
Hmm.
doing like you're gonna do yourself and us a disservice. Like come back at
Because
100.
because let's be realistic. Even at 100%, 100% CM Punk cannot carry a whole match.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not at this juncture in his career, age, and everything. He can't carry a whole match. So 100% Seth can help 100% CM Punk.
Right.
Next up, in one of the sexiest pins in wrestling history,
And
the
the
Terror
match that
Twins.
wasn't even my title.
The Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley defeated Judgment Day. Yeah, like I
We
said,
call that the pretzel pin, baby. Oh
like I
yes.
said, I didn't pick not one match correct. Mm-mm. I
Oh,
didn't
I
pick
was
not
up there
one
like,
match.
come on, Damien and Mommy. Come on, Damien and Mommy. As soon as it happened, everybody knew what happened instantly. I kept saying, I said it the whole pay per view. I said, I'm late. Any other damn pay per view, they would have had Terror Twins versus Judgment Day first. But oh no, they want to make me wait. They want to make me wait to win my title.
Yeah, well, I lost my title.
I took it from Mike this day.
Fucker. Fuckers. And finally, the main event of the night in a great, great match. This matchup was outstanding. Outstanding. In a great matchup, Gunther defeated Randy Orton.
Put that man to sleep.
He had no choice because Randy big ass was low key tossing Gunther around.
Oh yeah,
Mm-mm.
285 pounds.
But the part that I didn't like about that was the handshake at the end from Gunther. I want you to still be a snobby ring general. Fuck giving people respect. Ain't no need to give people respect. You whip that man's ass. Get out my ring. Other than that, bravo.
Right, that was a really good paper. I like that was a
Mhm.
good PLE. A really good PLE.
I give that PLE a A. I really
Yeah,
do.
I'll give it an A. Yeah.
Even though I didn't pick none of the matches correct, the crowd was hyped. The wrestlers were hyped because the crowd was hyped. So
Right.
that kept the energy up the entire night. Like no match felt like it was at low energy at any point. So good ass pay per view WWE. And finally Sunday NXT No Mercy. Hmm. Even more of me
They
losing.
started off with honestly the best match of the night. They started off with the best match of the night. That tag team title match.
I finally
They
went back and watched it. I went back and watched it.
they
Axiom and Nathan Frazier are once again tag team champions as they defeated Chase U, consisting of Andre Chase and Ridge Holland. Listen, we don't have a problem with Axiom and Nathan Frazier. We actually think they're a pretty good. We actually think they're a really good tag team. We just don't
oh
want.
they won me over last night as fan, like as
Mm-mm.
a fan. Like I was like, all right, y'all finally are clicking. Like that match, Andre Chase, that whole match, like Andre Chase doing that Spanish fly off the top rope.
Bro.
Oh,
Oh man, Andre Chase does not get enough credit for the amount of selling he does and the amount of moves that he pulls out. And he doesn't get credit because he doesn't look like a wrestler. He literally does not look like he's supposed to be in a wrestling ring. So he doesn't get credit for the shit that he does. Andre Chase dies every Chase U match,
like
whether
that
you
dude
notice or
out
not.
there, he pulls a what the fuck out like move out of nowhere every match, and then he just be dressed. He be suited and booted because he was. I was looking at his Jordans. I was like, all right, I see you got the Jordans on. Then he hit that Spanish fly. I was like, all right, I see you, Andre Chase. That's why you my favorite professor.
What you
Man.
call
And then
Andre
the ending,
Chase?
like the see that they lost. I'm just like, damn, Chase, you,
Right. It's just
damn.
such a once again, Chase U has a 2 week title run. It wasn't even 2 weeks. I don't even. Yeah, it was two
It
weeks.
was like 2 weeks, basically.
A 2 week. Right. Even Naya was pissed about it. She was like, "Why y'all doing Andre Chase like this?"
Like, and then I'm like, to see the ending, I'm like, all right, y'all lost. And they regrouping in the ring. I'm like, all right, everybody's giving them a standing ovation. I'm just like, I love y'all. Y'all still my people. I'm like, not you, Red, but you cool. And then
Right.
he turned on
And
him.
then
I'm just
Ridge
like,
decided,
you big bitch.
yo, and what you call it? Once Ridge turned, we all were like, "I can't believe this nigga here."
You saw me like
Like,
this bitch. And I'm like, I tweeted like I already didn't trust you to begin with. And then you did this. I said, see, this is why I didn't trust you. I said he better not get caught in the NXT parking lot because it's gonna be on site. Somebody gonna run him over.
say it again, Naya. Fuck Ridge. Say it one more time. There you go. Say it again, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, can't believe this son of a bitch did that. Like, bro, the world just forgave you for what you did to Big E, and you think we gonna forgive you for what you doing to Andre Chase now? Nah, that's not
Man,
gonna happen.
man beat everyone's ass that was not named Thea.
And he almost was gonna get there too at one point.
Right. Until he remembered that she reminded him of his daughter.
Right. You like, whoa, hold on now. Don't be up here putting your hands on me there, partner. But we got once again Axiom and Nathan Frazier champs, and as soon as they became champs, everybody and their mama decided to put their bid in to get the title shot from them. Hank and Tank, who said they want some. Gala said they want some.
And the
So this
rascals
is
said they
going.
want some.
Rascal said they want some. So this is going to be a very interesting scenario. If
Right.
I know one thing, they can't keep those belts on Axiom and Frazier. That's for damn sure. Like
Yeah.
we've been saying it for a while. Like they can hot potato the fucking belts around to really get this division going, but they can't keep those. They cannot keep those belts on Axiom and Frazier. Whoever is their first challenger has to beat them. Has to beat them because if they don't, this is going to get stale real quick.
My boy Hank.
Yo, Hank and Tank had a crying like, "Oh, the drama." Yo,
I like him
Hank
because
is
his name is Hank.
hilarious.
You don't see no Hank. So okay, Hank Hill. He a young Hank Hill. Goofy.
A few seconds, you stupid.
Exactly.
And I bet you that shit heavy as hell too.
Uh,
Exactly. Next matchup in a
StreamYard is
great.
looking at her like,
Say it. Say it again. Watch you put your ass on another band. Next matchup, and definitely the match that definitely lost. Zachary Wentz defeated Wesley. The
oh yeah,
only
Mongo's punk ass used this as his change
right,
after I
Mongo
showed those them talking shit walking into the arena.
right. Mongo decided to use that as his change and gets the damn points off of Zach Wentz. The one thing I did get correct was that only one person from TNA besides Wentz and Joe Hendry showed up, and it was Trey Miguel. I did get I did get that shit right. So yay, thank you.
Right, if there was a tie, you would have won.
That here's the bullshit, folks. I got none of the actual matches right, but on each pay per view, I got like two of the tiebreakers correct. So like I knew when shit was going to happen, I just couldn't pick fucking the matches. It's always the right because the right is always the bigger one.
Yep.
Right. I mastered tiebreakers, but it don't make a difference to get the tiebreakers if I ain't winning the damn matches. So who cares? Who cares? Next up in a really good matchup, but a matchup that I felt had the wrong winner. Kalani Jordan defeated Wendy Chu. Um, Good matchup.
It was a real good match,
Real
and
good
I'm
match.
glad.
Wendy showed up and showed out. I think people forgot that Wendy Chu can actually wrestle. She showed
Like
up and showed out.
that was the only match, fantasy wise, predictions wise, like even just watching it. I didn't know who was going to win because I know everybody sees the same. We all see the same thing. It's nothing against her. It's just time for her to come up off that belt. So it's
Right.
like, all right, her and Wendy had a really good back and forth, and they seemed like equals at some point in that match. So I'm like, all
Hmm.
right, y'all might be pulling the trigger on making this Wendy Chu, and it literally took her at the end, like the little white girl at the end of the movie to kill the big bad monster. She had to do a couple things. She had to,
Oh yeah. Uh.
uh,
Right.
uh,
Take take this moonsault. Take this split legged moonsault. Take
right,
this right here. Like no, you gonna die. You gonna die
right.
today.
Right, when
I
she
don't
got
care
back
what
up
you
and did
think.
that second one, I said, "There you go, baby. There you go. That's my
She
baby.
said,
Go."
I ain't gonna take no more of this because you done choked me out twice. No more. And after the match, Tatum Paxley comes and chokes out Wendy and leaves a doll on her.
I was just like, "Oh, what the hell? What is going on in this women's mid card?
It's
What
perfect
is
though.
going on?"
Honestly, it's perfect for the mid card. Like I said, I just wish. And see, that's the thing. Like you could have had Wendy Chu win, and she has her next feud right there. Tatum Paxley just came and choked her ass out. There's your next feud right there. Like eh, we love Kalani, but they gotta come off that belt. Like she gotta
It
come up
just
off
now
that
it
belt.
just makes it a bigger question as to who is going to beat Kalani for that
Hmm.
belt, because the people that it should have been in Lash and Jada is probably not going to be them. So
Reggie won.
Reggie won.
Hey, Mama, don't be crashing with Mama in the car either. What you good? Um, Next matchup in a dope ass match. Dope ass match. Obafemi retained against Tony D'Angelo.
Man, and Tony D'Angelo fucking twisted his damn ankle like
2 seconds
15
into the
seconds into
match.
the match.
Right. Twisted his ankle like so quick into the matchup. Like, can't believe that shit happened. And he still put on a hell of a good match.
Right.
Still put on a hell of a good. But the problem I have with Obafemi winning is the same thing that you said about Tony D'Angelo time and time again, Matt. He can't be the Don and not have any gold. He can't stay the Don and not have any gold. He kicked out of Obafemi's finisher the first time. That
Right.
been the okay, we're putting the belt on you. You have him kick out the finisher to have Obafemi just destroy him and put him in the finisher two more times. Like that shouldn't have happened. Like if that's the case, if you were just gonna have him lose, then honestly, it should have been he shouldn't have been in the feud if you were gonna have him lose. Period. Period. Like Tony D needs gold. Like he needs gold, and you're not gonna put the NXT World Title on him. You're not doing that. We know that. He could have
Like a lot
rocked.
of folks after he lost last night, a lot of folks are just like, "Well, maybe this is it for him. Maybe he's going to get the call up."
I
I
hope
was
so.
shocked.
I hope so because at this point, it's like, yo, what are y'all doing with him? What are y'all really gonna be doing with him? He's
It's
y'all
like
are
I, it's like I've been saying. He's the super senior. He is the only person left out of that new blood class. Braun is gone. Waller is gone. Mello is gone. everybody has gone off of that team except for
Mm-hmm.
him. It's just him left from that
Mm-hmm.
initial 2.0, like the beginning of 2.0. Spaghetti Man is he started out as a nobody. He was just Spaghetti Man. Then they fleshed out his whole character. He has a whole stable now. But he
Listen,
ain't won nothing but the Heritage Cup and a tag title. Like he
everybody from that everybody from that black and gold versus 2.0 matchup is gone but him.
yeah, he's the super senior of NXT.
Like, and he really, 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 really should have won. Really should have won. Next up, in another great matchup where these women showed out. These women really showed out. Roxanne Perez defeated Jada Parker. Jada showed up and showed the hell out. That girl lets y'all know I am here and I am not playing, bro. She
Parker.
This also is a matchup where I felt great matchup, wrong winner. Great
Oh,
matchup,
I
wrong winner.
already knew. I knew Jada wasn't gonna win because I'm like, we're still on the holding pattern till Julia, and then finally
Then finally at the end,
somebody showed up, and I'm like, it's either Stephanie or Julia, and it was Julia. I'm like, finally, let's get this shit over with because we've been in a holding pattern for what we in September. We've been in a holding pattern for 9 months.
since May.
Basically, ever since the whole ever since Cora Jade messed up, she tore her ACL again, and then they had to turn Roxanne heel, and then Roxanne has just been sitting there while everybody else has been leaving her behind in NXT because she's just like Spaghetti Man, and she's just like Tony D at this point, except she got gold around her waist. They even came up with a whole legitimate reason as to why she couldn't even get drafted. Remember, you're a champion. You're ineligible.
Right.
Like, oh, look at that. So that's why Roxanne even let her wrestle on the main roster to showcase her, but then say, oh, guess what? You can only watch her on Tuesdays because she's not eligible.
Which I found weird because weren't champions eligible to be drafted? They would just switch shows. We've seen it before. Bianca and Charlotte just switch fucking belts.
They took it out of this. They took it out for this draft. They got rid of all that so they wouldn't even be able to switch shows. So they said champions, whatever show you on, you just stuck. Any other year we would have had that happen. What you just mentioned would have happened, but Triple H is like, no, we're not doing that. Which is I don't blame him. As soon as she loses, she's gonna disappear and then more than likely show up in Indianapolis at the Royal Rumble, in the Women's Royal Rumble. Like I just hate that we've just been in this whole holding pattern, and it's not Roxanne's fault. It's just Julia just been wanting to just do all these damn farewell tours, and it's like, all right, come on,
Right.
all right,
She did.
come
She
on.
did her. She had those dates that she had to finish, and then remember she broke her wrist
Mm-hmm.
during that time too. So they had to wait for her ass to heal, so that way she could finish those dates that they already had planned for her ass. So
Right.
that was the whole big ass holdup. And finally, in the main event, Ethan Page defeated Joe Hendry with Trick Williams as special guest referee.
That
And
was a
Tricky
bad
Williams,
man.
right? And Tricky Williams called it right down the middle. He didn't bullshit. Everybody's mad at him because they're like, "Oh, Joe Hendry could have won," but he was absolutely correct. Ethan Page's foot was under the rope, so technically
Right.
that is a rope break.
He called it
Technically,
down the middle. He was correct. It was a good ass back. It was a good ass match. Even that ending, even bullshit in fantasy points wise, but even bullshit just in wrestling wise. It's like, oh damn, he would cheat while Trick's back is turned.
right?
And
Kick right in the ding ding, boy.
hey, Trick didn't see nothing happen, so he's just like, all right. 1, 2, 3. Like, oh, damn. And he's like, Ethan Page is like, yep, raise my hand. Raise my hand because I won.
Hmm. And then afterwards, Pete Dunne comes down and murders fucking Trick Williams.
It was just all sorts of fuckery. It's like y'all really are building up for tomorrow's because they already told us Trick Williams versus Pete Dunne is gonna happen tomorrow night on NXT. So they're like, yeah, Pete Dunne's like, hey, I ain't forget. Come here.
My
Ah!
thing is, I don't think I've ever seen them hype up or do an aftermatch scenario like that on a PLE for a match that's going to be on regular television before. I
They
don't think I've
hyped up.
ever seen that.
They hyped up so much stuff that is basically going to be on TV. Because even leading into that main event, they said whoever wins is going to be defending their title on the premiere episode on the CW. It's like, well, that ain't until a month from now. That was literally because it was September 1st. I'm like, damn, that is literally a month from now. So, all right, cool. We are already getting ready. I said, cool. Y'all are booking the match that I booked when y'all initially announced that y'all were moving to the CW. I said, oh, we're going to have an NXT title match on the CW. It'll probably be Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. But now, after after this ended, they had a little pre after show video go out with Joe Henry talking to HBK. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry that HBK basically told him, I'm sorry it went the way it did, but you're always welcome to come back and get another shot anytime, any show. So
So you know what that means. That means pretty much that C Dub is going to see the crowning of a new champ.
hey, I booked that show. Woo! Thanks, HBK. Thanks for letting me book that. Thanks for letting me book that match. I appreciate you.
Right. CW is definitely going to see a new champion.
Because I said either Javon Evans, and then when this whole Joe Henry stuff started, oh, I'm like, all right, Joe Henry. Joe Henry or
Yeah.
Javon Evans, either one. But Ethan Page is the perfect chicken shit heel champion to go in on the premiere episode to be like, oh, I'm going on a new network and I'm going to bring to show them that it's all ego on the CW. Oh
I
no,
wonder.
CW is gonna get it's gonna be a big time face champion, and we're gonna probably be believing in Joe Henry.
Here's the thing that I wonder: are all the people that are Ethan Page fans that were like, because you know Ethan Page at one point was in WWE, then he got cut, and then that's how he went over to TNA and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So remember when Ethan Page went to AEW, TNA, Ethan Page fans were like, "Oh, they're gonna do wonders with him there," and then WWE's really gonna see what they missed out on and stuff like that. And AEW did absolutely nothing with him.
They really did. They brought him in and made him a big deal, like they do all their signings, and then he quickly fell
Did
into
nothing.
doing nothing. Like they
Did
had that little
nothing.
tag team with him and Scorpio Sky, but that wasn't nothing.
Right. And then how I wonder how they feel because, like they pointed out, the man wasn't in WWE for 6 weeks and already became world champion.
Like that whole basically Spider-Man meme they did when they had Cody come down to NXT and appear, and he just so happened to bump into Shawn Spears, Lexis King, and Ethan Page, and he looks at them and he basically says, "You know what?
Y'all don't
Y'all
need me.
like you're in the right place." And it's like, yeah, because unlike AEW that has one person in control of everything, they got multiple folks here who can see where all these folks need to properly be placed. And they've
And,
all, Shawn Spears is the old head. He already knows his place.
mm-hmm. And then on top of that, Cody's right because he's looking at them guys and he's probably saying to himself, you guys are top superstar material. You just need to be shined up a little bit more.
Yep.
And NXT is the perfect place to shine y'all asses up. Look at fucking Lexus King. Who gave a shit about him when he was fucking literally Brian Pillman Jr. in AEW? Matt hated this man.
I did not care for this man at all. I didn't care. I told y'all my origin story of being a Lexus King fan. That man was chasing ass.
Right. Like he needed something that made you wanna like him. And Ethan Page is good. Ethan Page has always been good. Of course, I personally like Ethan Page in TNA because he had a little bit more of a comedic role with the North.
Right.
Like I like Karate Man. I'm not gonna lie, Karate Man was my shit.
And I'm slowly starting to like this Ethan Page in NXT. Like the more and more he wins by the skin of his teeth, because we haven't seen a chicken shit heel like this since Seth Rollins
Not
as
even.
champion.
Not even. I give you one better. Ethan Page is a chicken shit champion like the Miz.
Yeah, basically, like
Like the Miz.
he's NXT champion Miz. He's like that first run of Miz as champion, and it's just
Right.
like, dude, like somebody's gonna kill you. It's best like you said, anytime Miz is a champion, he's healed. It's like, bruh, it's like when he was trying to avoid Lashley. Somebody
Right.
gonna kick you, and you
You
gonna die.
Lashley got your ass and you died. That's what the fuck happened. Your ass died. Like
Like you over here. That's why you had to kick Joe Henry in the nuts, because you was gonna die. So like I can't wait. Like the more and more he wins with these little win by the skin of his teeth, when he eventually loses is gonna be that much sweeter. It's gonna be that much like whoever beats him, hopefully
is the ultimate face. The ultimate
right.
face, like you said. Like you said, whoever beats him is the ultimate face. And more than likely it probably will be Joe Hendry. If not Joe Hendry, the only other person that I could see them putting it on where it would make an impact on CW is Trick.
Yeah. Like it's either gonna be Trick versus Ethan Page that we're built. That's what we build it towards on the CW premiere episode, or it's gonna be some way somehow Joe Henry just because HBK said anytime, any show. As soon as he said that, I said, "Oh nah, you can't be saying no invitation like that. He gonna show up on the CW."
Right. Immediately. And that, folks, was your wrestling pay-per-view weekend. This show, I give hmm, I give a B plus to this shirt. This show.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. B plus, A minus. Same
Yeah,
thing.
I give this one a B plus. What you call it? But
Then,
overall, great wrestling weekend. Um, let's get into some Raw because we got a little bit of news that is going on with Raw. First thing I want to get into, for all of those people that thought that this woman was quietly released, haha. Oscar has re-signed a multi-year deal with WWE. She's
yeah.
there.
But she's basically going to retire as a WWE superstar when
Pretty much.
she is officially ready to retire. She's finishing out with WWE. As soon as Greg put that news in the chat, I said, okay, that just gives her even more time to rest and do whatever she wants because she got a job. Come back, she got a job already. She can rest. She can do whatever she want to do. Her job is secure.
Oh, Tito just sent this really quick. According to PW Insider, WWE held a mandatory meeting today. The main news coming out of that meeting was said that talents were told to be more mindful of not cursing on camera. No specific. Basically, I guess they realized that Punk and Drew were getting out of hand, saying calling each other bitches every other week. I guess they were like,
That's
I got to
basically
turn
all
that
it
shit down.
is. Like,
I got to tone that shit down. Y'all can't be calling each other bitches every fucking week.
like, yo, yeah, y'all on USA Network, but yo,
Chill.
we are not on Netflix.
Not yet, my boy. Chill the fuck out. Basically, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody in the executives went back and told them, "Yo, Seth, Punk, and Drew gotta stop calling each other bitches."
Like y'all are only allotted like 6 bitches out of the 3 hour period, and y'all burned through that at like 9 o'clock.
Right,
So
right,
then
right.
y'all had the women calling each other bitches. So like yeah, that's y'all can't even
Yeah, y'all
y'all
don't
had
reach
the
y'all
Rat Pack come out there.
right. Like y'all don't reach y'all bitch quota. Y'all can't keep doing that. Like stop, stop. That's basically what that sound like. That meeting was about. It was like, all right, y'all done said bitch one too many fucking times. Could y'all
They're
please
like,
stop?
we said it was cool when Rock was here. Dwayne's not there, so y'all gonna have to chill.
Yeah, for real. Oh yeah. Oh, Kanisha, we getting bitch, ass, all types of shit when we get to Netflix. We might even get some titties.
No, we ain't gonna get no titties.
Hey, I don't know.
We're gonna get
Listen,
a whole bunch of cussing from that crowd because they ain't gonna bleep them out. They gonna let them say whatever they want to say.
listen. If AMC can show vampires butt naked banging in the air, Netflix can show us a boob flash. Okay.
I don't want to see nobody. They ain't gonna let. Ain't no wrestler about to show us no boobs.
Right. Well, AEW don't care what the hell they say over there. They talk about going in people's houses while their kids are asleep. They talk about committing actual murders on AEW. So
Because they know
we're not
drama.
even
They know
right.
TNT and TBS where they know drama.
Right. Like they talking about actual crimes. You got a man breaking into people's houses, leaving pictures in baby cribs, Joan leaving like this. They doing actual crime. Running people over with a golf cart is a crime.
Right,
Just to let you know that that's a crime. Okay. So AEW is home of the criminals.
right.
So I'm not even saying nothing about that. Um, Another piece of news going forward, it appears that our boy Bronson Reed, unfortunately, has contracted COVID. So he will be out of the triple threat match that is happening tonight. Apparently, according to Fightful, but nothing has been confirmed and no official announcement, it appears that Braun Strowman may be his replacement. Don't
Right.
know how, considering the fact that Braun died. You know what I
So
mean,
yeah,
Braun?
right now it's Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser versus to be announced. So if that is Braun Strowman, then I don't see him winning whatsoever. So it might be either Sheamus or Ludwig Kaiser. Um, I guess like that just made that triple threat like so much like so not interesting to me. Even though I like Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus, it's just like yeah, we wanted to see Bronson Reed too, but hopefully get well soon to him. No, don't rush back. Take all the time you need.
Especially with that. Like
Right.
we as we know from our fellow podcast brother, that is not a joke to be played with. So take your time, do what you gotta do. Um Before we have Matt run down the raw lineup for tonight, another piece of weird news that no one seems to have an answer to. Odyssey Jones has been oddly removed from the internal roster page.
And he's not at Raw tonight either, so we don't
Which
know what's
is
going on.
yeah,
Some people joking and saying that that they probably repackaging him to be a part of New Day, and a lot of folks are like, don't. Xavier Woods has been in on it. He's like, hey, I'm at Dragon Con. He's at some like
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm over here being
He
a
said on the
nerd.
tweet, it said, yeah, and I ain't had nothing to do with it. So,
That's
like,
basically what he said. I'm out here being a nerd. Don't even say I had something to do with it. Hopefully, it ain't nothing crazy. Hopefully, nothing bad has happened, and it's just some bullshit.
right?
Um,
Maybe they just giving him a name change or something like that. Hopefully,
right.
because it would seem extremely weird to have to remove him or fire him, considering the fact of how hot the crowd has been for him the past
Mm,
month. Like the crowd has been like legit feeling Odyssey. Don't know
Right.
where the fuck it don't know where the fuck it came from, considering the fact that we barely saw his ass. But the crowd was like legit feeling him. So
Right.
having him removed from the internal roster is weird as hell. Like, don't know where that shit came from. So, Matt, you give us the rundown for tonight's Raw, brother.
All right. So in the other Intercontinental number one contenders tournament triple threat match, it's going to be Ilya Dragunov versus Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio. So that should be a really good match because I know Dragon Lee ain't gonna win. So it's honestly between Dragunov and Dominic.
Yeah.
Um, and another, and then we got that. Then we also are gonna have for the women's tag titles a number one contenders match. The former champions, Unholy Union, that's right, they're getting a number one contenders match already. They're gonna take on Damage Control, EO Sky, and Kyrie Sane. And then we're gonna get Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. And Shayna should be putting her to sleep. We're gonna
Hope.
get Jade and Bianca celebrating winning the WWE Women's Tag Title because they are the tag champions. They are now they can go on all the brands. They're the only people that can do that. So we're gonna see them on all the shows except NXT. And we also gonna get American made Julius Creed, Brutus Creed, and Ivy Nile versus Alpha Academy, Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree. And then we also got the Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser versus whoever is going to be in that other triple threat match. That's everything for tonight. We'll probably get like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, one of them fuckers.
Oh, we definitely gonna get that, and of course, because it's like you said, it's going to lead up to the third final matchup. Punk is probably going to come out there. I got it back. I did it for you. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Then
Mm-hmm.
Drew's gonna be in the crowd more than likely, and say, you know, you beat me because of this, and this, and this. Oh, you couldn't do it on your own. Da, 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 da. Be a man, don't be a bitch. Uh, like,
Like
I'm
we'll
tired.
probably see Judgment Day, Finn, and all them
Mm-hmm.
because like we might see like if we don't we probably won't see the Terror Twins because they won. We're gonna see some of them because Dominic got a match. So
I got a question. Does Liv losing and being the one who actually got pinned make her world title reign look even that more fucking weak?
no, I don't think it did. I just feel like it just sets up now when like whenever it does happen, all it's just gonna mean it's gonna be like Rhea's gonna be like, hey, I pinned you. That means I need me a match with Bad Blood.
Right.
That's how I just looked at it like, all right, she pinned her. Let's move on to Bad Blood. Yay. A lot of folks want them to be in the Hell in a Cell match, which I wouldn't mind. I would not mind that whatsoever.
I wouldn't even.
Like, they make sense to be in Hell in a Cell.
It makes sense for them to be in a hell.
Yeah,
It makes 100% sense for them to be, or Dominic on a pole match.
right. Like, it's got to be something crazy. But, like, if it's something crazy between them, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, right. It really does. Um, and that's Raw for tonight. I think we covered everything. What you think?
That's everything. That's the whole weekend.
We damn sure did. Well, folks, thank you for watching. And don't forget, you can always follow us at facebook.com/ Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/ Under the Ring Pod. You can also find us at linktree/ Under the Ring Pod. And you can also find us at fingertip.com/ Under the Ring.com. You'll find our individual handles. You'll find the man behind the boards, usually, Greg Bush SK. You'll find me, Rock Ribs 44. You'll find this punk ass motherfucker right here, Mr. Freshman. You'll find Are You Fucking Serious? Quiz show champ, the Fab IC champ, the right answer, and then this motherfucker right here. God damn it. The predictions champ, Boreal Maliente. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, our street team captain and predictions champ, Boreal Maliente, and our local correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good night, Kanisha.
See, this is why we don't like you.
Uh,
This is why we don't like you. See, shit like that. That's exactly why we don't like you. Folks, thank you for joining us. And as always, whatever you do, be safe. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for NEC on deck. Should have Mongo back. Maybe not, but always remember, leave it up.
hey, hey.
Hey, have a good one, folks.